Hello, welcome to Musher's Tales. So it's the time of year, 1st of May, when it's plus 18 in the afternoon and minus 3 at night. Check out the dog walking in the snow over there. Oh, so there's still some snow. Some right there, that's snow blowing snow, but I mean, right here it's not. So still some snow. So I'm working, gotta make a new canoe rack. So that's what's gonna happen the next couple of days. I just took it apart, had a bit of a problem. This let's say mid-April collapsed, and when it collapsed, it buggered up my carbon fiber canoe, which is that's just the way it goes. So gonna have to fix this. I don't know if it leaks or not, but that's not good. Not good. And bladder here, I'm stuck part way. It's still stuck below, I think. So I have to try to do something with that. And this had a big smile in it. This had a big dent in it. Right here. Pushed down, but I was able to put a brace here and spread it back again. So that's what put that smile in there. So it looks like there's some fiberglass in my future. So I got a few boats. Tell you a story or two of them. First one is this one here. This is my first canoe. Coleman Ramex. A buddy of mine has one, and his is still using it. Mine retired because it sprung a leak, and I used mine a lot more than his. This is a special canoe. My wife bought it for me as an engagement present. Like, I got her engagement ring, and she wanted to get me a ring, but I don't wear rings or stuff like that. Just they bother me. So I said, I don't really want a ring. And she said, well, what would you like? And I said, I like a Coleman canoe. And she got me this, and we use it a lot. We use it an awful lot. This thing traveled, but then going down a river with a trip with some friends, and all of a sudden just started leaking right at the bottom. The plastic was wearing out from dragging it everywhere and going through ice and everything. So tried fixing it, melting the plastic, and got a little like a welding kit for the Coleman canoe plastic and everything, and never really fixed it to my liking, and also didn't trust it anymore. That's the bottom line. I mean, with some of the things I do, I can't have, well, if the canoe leaks, we'll just stop. Well, sometimes I just can't stop. So that was the end of that. So well, I got a new one, which is over here, but the Coleman didn't make them anymore. Now they're called Pelican. So a Canadian Tire Pelican plastic boat, and they're good boats. And I gotta see where I am here. Okay, here we go. And it looked like, oh, actually it says Coleman. It's saying Pelican. No, it still says Coleman. Coleman 1545. I thought it said Pelican. So this isn't the one, but I bought one like this. And you can see how they're different. Okay, got more room. We got this little cooler thing here for a third person, and the extra flotation is in these things right here. Well, that wasn't enough flotation for me because the old Coleman had a big foam right here. It had a big foam right here with the cover on top, and I kind of like that. So what I did is I took that Coleman and I modified it. So I bought a new one, which is this one here, and I modified it with some things from the original Coleman. For example, I took the styrofoams out of the other one, and I put them in this one here with all that cover right there. I removed that center thing, because you can't pour tires, you can't swing on your back with that cushion thing. And I put the other one. So now this has flotation here And it has those center flotations. It doesn't have that center thing, which is just like an air pocket thing. It's, you know, you just put drinks in and stuff, and you can't portage it. So by doing that, I remove this, and I remove the center bar, and I remove the back. So yeah, this thing's scrap, but I was using it as basically as a roof. I don't really want to throw it out because, well, because my wife got it to me 40-some years ago, you know, so sentimental reasons. This thing could tell a story or two. But I've had this one here for now, I don't know, I'll say maybe 10 years or something. And it does a trick. These plastic, anybody says a plastic boat's no good, they're heavy, but they're really good. They're really good, they're tough. Anyway, oh, what's this? Okay, snow's melting here. Look, we got a mouse nest. Might look for a silly spot for a mouse nest, but when you have 4 feet of snow on you, it's pretty good. So anyways, yeah, so that was a replacement for original Coleman. Then I have a little red Canoe here just to throw in a truck. This weighs nothing. It's like it's a 2-person canoe, but basically a 1-person canoe. I keep that when I'm hunting with the dogs, if a dog's in trouble or something. Little fiberglass canoe. Paddles like a pig. Very wide. Weighs absolutely nothing, but you leave it on top of the truck for when I'm going hunting. And I have 2 plastic boats, 2 Colemans. I have the second one here. And the reason why I have a second one is we live on a river. Ouch, hit my head. Hit my head on that tree. Should have filmed that. So when somebody comes over and you want to canoe the river, well, you need 2 boats. Or the kids that have friends and you want to canoe the river, well, you need 2 boats. So bought another boat. And I have a kayak underneath this. Whoop. Put this over. This kayak here is I don't like it. I mean, I just don't know what to do with it. It's one I bought at trapping camp. It came with it. It came with this kayak. Came with another canoe. The canoe is a little 10 or 12 footer, and it rolled. You know, you look to the left and you flipped it to the left, and you look to the right and you'd flip it to the right. It was really too dangerous for my liking, so I got rid of that. And that was there, and I said, well, I tried it. I don't like it, and it leaks. So I always have the idea of, I don't know, making some kind of layout blind with it or something. But it's just a dust collector. And I have my skiff cargo, which I call my freighter, which somebody in the comment section said isn't a freighter, it's a square stern canoe. But Esprit calls it, excuse me, Esquiff says it's a cargo, says it's a freighter. So I guess that depends what definition of a freighter is. So great boat, great boat. It also got some damage to it when that thing collapsed. So you can't, I feel it right here, my finger here. There's a little kiss right here where the 2x6 was resting, but this is Rolex, shouldn't be any problem. And then I have another red Canoe, square stern canoe. And the reason why I have that one is pretty straightforward. It's because kids come up canoe camping with a motor. So my son had one, one of my daughters didn't, and we did one trip with it, and boy, we had a good time. But then the kids started having kids, so now we got grandkids. So we haven't gone back, unfortunately, but it's going to happen. The grandkids are getting bigger, and that's for that. Again, if you're gonna live in the woods, you have to have the toys. I mean, I knew this guy who lived on a lake, and the kids didn't have a fishing pole, and they didn't have a canoe, and they had nothing. They lived on a lake, you know. So you have to have the toys if you're going to be doing these things, and I got the toys. So yeah, so that's the company square stern canoe. So basically the ones that really, you know, they don't use, like I use that first plastic one when they're shooting the water here, the river here. That gets used. This gets used in the fall. If I go to some spots and I need something for the dog for hunting, I use that for sure. The cargo gets used in the summer. We ride around with that quite a bit and have some good times with that. And our canoe camping is the carbon fiber. So, gotta make a new canoe rack. So it's not rocket science. It'll be about 16 2x6s and a bunch of screws, and should go up pretty quick. And the wood's not a problem because I have wood lots, and I know somebody with a wood mill, so I must have I don't know, 60 or 70 2x6s lying around right now. So it's going to dent the pile, but not by much. So I think that'll be my project anyways this week, maybe tomorrow. Before I go to a store, I have to go to town, go to the store and get some fiberglass and patch this. Gotta patch this for sure. I don't know how much weaker it is, but yeah, it's good for a couple of frigs. See, it moves a lot there. It doesn't seem to move a lot more here. But I mean, anyways, what are you gonna do? And you already got some scratches on it. My brother-in-law laughs at me because I got scratches on this thing, but I mean, no point having something and you can't use it, so you gotta use it. So that's a little canoe walkabout, and I guess maybe I'll film a little bit of the canoe rack making and try to make a video of this. So I'm loaded up. But I'm not out of here. Four-wheel drive differential lock. But this could be, listen, when I get going, it's called don't stop. It's called don't stop, get going. So we'll see what happens. Not a surprise. Not a surprise. I should have come in the other way. Now I'm loaded up. The smart thing to do is to go get a shovel and shovel it out. So I think that's what I'm going to do. So shoveled out. Doesn't seem jacked anymore. Doesn't seem jacked anymore, so. But we're on ice too, so we'll see how it goes. I can always winch it, but I don't really want to winch it because when you winch it, you wrap around a tree and the cable cuts in the tree. And I really don't want to cut into any of the trees here. So Or unless I back the truck up, I can back the pickup up right there, and then winch off the truck. Anyways, we'll give this a go. I had it, but that'll stop you in a hurry. So I gotta back up and turn a bit. I think the worst is over though. Good luck. So saw's warming up. This has got to come down. So that'll be step one. That'll be pretty quick. Ready for the rebuild. Nice little spot. Everything with the nails in the wheelbarrow. I'm gonna get rid of that now. Everything else without a nail is beside. Tools required for this project are pretty simple. Chainsaw, some safety equipment, especially the boots, gloves, mask, screen, drill with extra battery, and yeah, a crayon, tape measure, a square just so I can draw a straight line, and a bunch of screws. And the building we shall start. It's finished. Made it wider, and put little braces like this underneath, so it should hold. And yeah, just put the canoes on. So that's the canoe rack. So everything's back on. Well, not everything, but I gotta fix this guy, so I didn't put it on. And that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. Till next time.